Okay, we're going to go on to our next standard, standard number 2. It's called Composite Functions. It's a short standard. It doesn't take me very long. When I'm going over this stuff today, you're going to be like, when is this ever used? Actually, in a couple days, I'm going to show you. Okay, so first we've got to get the skills down, though. Okay, here's how this is read. F of x equals 2x plus 7. What f of x is, it's just a title of an equation. That's all it really means in this class. So 2 times x plus 7, and its title, f of x. We have another equation titled g of x, and that's 4x minus 7. Okay, so 4 times the x minus 7, that's the g, titled g of x. Now here, these problems kind of run in pairs here, okay? First it says, find what f plus g of x equals. Well, all that means is I take the f equation, the expression that it equals, plus, and I add the g equation to it. Now I'm thinking Pemdas. Parentheses, we have them, but we can't add the numbers inside. Exponents, no. Multiplication, no. Division, no. Addition, subtraction, yeah, addition. Okay, and I'm not going to really ever subtract, so. Okay, so add, you can add 2x and 4x, and then you can add 7 and negative 7, it would just be 0, so the answer is 6x. Now it says find what f plus g of negative 2 is. Well, I know that f plus g of x equals 6x. So what I'm going to do is insert the negative 2 in for x. So it's just 6 times negative 2, and that gives me negative 12. Okay, the next one, f minus g of x. Okay, so f. 2x plus 7 minus this time the g 4x minus 7. Now when we have minus, I'm still thinking Pemdas. Not going to worry about the subtraction because we're going to change the subtraction to addition, and that 4 is going to be negative and that 7 is going to now be positive. I just reverse the signs in the second expression. Okay, parentheses, you have them, but you can't add. Exponents, you don't have any. Multiplication, there's nothing I have to multiply, nothing I have to divide, just addition. 2 plus negative 4 is negative 2x. 7 plus 7 is 14. Okay, if I know that f minus g of x is negative 2x plus 14, we need to insert a 3 in for that x. So negative 2, 3 plus 14. Okay, so negative 2 times 3 plus 14, and that's 8. Okay, f divided by g of x. So all we do is make a fraction bar. We put our f on top since that's the dividend, and then the g goes on bottom. That's my divisor. Okay, parentheses, you don't have any. Exponents don't have any. There's nothing you multiply. Now you're like, divide. Well, the problem is at this point, we don't know how to divide that. Okay, so we're just going to leave it like that. And then addition, there's nothing I can really add. So that's all I do. All right, to find f divided by g of negative 2, all I'm going to do is insert the negative 2 in for the x in both places. Okay, and then find the top and the bottom. So it's going to be negative 4 plus 7 is 3. Negative 8 minus 7 is negative 15. Reduce that if possible. You can reduce it by 3, so that's going to become 1 over negative 5. Okay, now the meat and potatoes of the assignment. F, and you see this little blank circle, and it does not mean multiply. Okay, so just know that. What the circle means, it means input. F input g of x, or f of g of x. I call it input. So what you do is you start with your f function, since that's the first equation, the first letter, so it's 2x plus 7. Now, input means you take the x out, just make a parentheses, extend it a little bit, and you put the entire g equation in there, so 4x minus 7. Okay, now after you've done the input, you need to simplify using Pemdas. Parentheses, I have it, but I can't put those together. Exponents, no. Multiplication, yeah, I got to take 2 times these. So 8x plus negative 14 plus 7. Division, no. Addition, you bet. You can put those two together. Those are like terms. So negative 14 plus 7 is negative 7. So 8x minus 7, or plus negative 7 is good too. Now take your negative 3 and just insert it into the expression you came up with. So it's negative 24 minus 7 is negative 31. Okay, now, again, it's input, but this time we start with the g equation. So I have to start with the g, so 4x minus 7. Remove the x from that expression. We're going to bring an x back in, but I need to put in the entire f expression. That's going to be 2x plus 7. And after the input has been done, we simplify using our Pemdas. Can't exponents, no. Multiplication, yeah, it's going to be 8x plus 28. Then I have a minus 7. Okay, then no division, addition, and there's never going to be any division we're going to carry out. Addition, you can put those two, those are your like terms, it's 21, so 8x plus 21. Then we insert the 2 into the equation, so 8 times 2 plus 21. It's 37, 16 plus 21. Okay, now they give me two new equations. 2x to the second power plus 3, that's what the f function equals. G of x is 3x plus 1. So f plus g of x, I take my f and add my g. Pemdas, parentheses, yeah, but you can't put the things together. Exponents, no. Multiply, no. Division, no. Adding, yeah, but the only things that really go together are the 3 and the 1, because that's x squared and that's x. So I got to keep the 2x squared and the x separate. Then 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. Now then all you do is you insert negative 2 in there. So 2, negative 2 to the second, plus 3 times negative 2 plus 4, I got 6. G minus f of x, so g is 3x plus 1 minus the f function, and that's going to be 2x squared plus 3. And then after you have those in there, use your Pemdas rules. You got parentheses, but you can't put anything together. There's no power. Well, there's a power, but it's just with the x. Okay, I stand corrected. There's a power, but it's just with the x variable itself, so I can't really do anything about that. Multiply, no. Divide, no. Adding, yeah, because I'm going to make an addition, make that negative, and combine like terms. So the negative 2x to the second and the 3x need to be kept separate because they're not like terms. And then 1 and negative 3 makes negative 2. Now insert your 3. So negative 2, 3 to the second plus 3 times 3 plus negative 2. I got negative 11. Okay, g divided by f of x. So I take my g, 3x plus 1, divided by the f, 2x squared plus 3. As far as PEMDAS goes, I do have an exponent, but it's just on that related to the x. Multiply. No. Dividing, I know it's division, but we do not know how to divide algebra expressions yet. We're going to learn that eventually. It's not too hard, but I haven't taught it yet. Addition, there's nothing we can add, nothing to subtract. That's just going to be it. Then I insert negative 1 into the top and insert negative 1 into the denominator. Okay, so it's going to be negative 2, and that's going to be 5. Can't reduce it. Okay, what's the circle mean? It means to input. So f input g of x. So f is 2x squared plus 3. Now just remove the x. You got to keep the second power. So 2 parentheses. The second power is still here. Put that right here. And then we put the g in. So the g is, what was it, 3x plus 1. So PEMDAS, this is probably the most annoying problem. Okay, parentheses, you can't put those together. We have an exponent, and it is not with just the x. It's with this entire expression here. So go to that scratch paper I gave you, and to take care of that exponent, because you need to double that expression and execute your FOIL method. So I got 3x times 3x, 3x times 1, 1 times 3x, 1 times 1. So it's 9x squared, 3x, 3x, and 1. So that makes 6x. So 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Now you're like, well, what do I do with that? Well, here's what you're going to do with it. Drop your 2, make a parentheses, but the second power's gone, and that has turned into 9x squared plus 6x plus 1, and we still have the plus 3. And now I still have an exponent, but now it's on just the x, so that's good. Multiply, yeah, I take all these times 2. Remember, we got the plus 3. There's no division, and then adding like terms. So it'd be the 2 and the 3. So 18x squared plus 12x plus 5. Okay, and after that mess, I just insert the 2 in for the x's, both of them. 18 times 2 to the second plus 12 times 2 plus 5, and I got 101. Okay, the next one's another input, but we start with the g, which was 3x plus 1. The x needs to be removed from the expression. There's no power to put there. And the f is 2x squared plus 3. Parentheses, can't do anything. You can't put those together. Exponents, you have one, but it's just on the x, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that. Multiply, yeah, 3. So 6x squared plus 9, and then we keep the plus 1. There's no division. Adding 6x squared plus 10. Now I insert the negative 4 into the expression. I got 106. Okay, another round. 2 new ones. So f plus g of x. I didn't give you a number to insert in, so I guess we don't have to do that part. So f is 2x plus 3 plus the g, which is 3x squared plus negative 4. I'm going to write this on every problem I do because that's the name of the game, just simplifying it with Pemdas. You're not solving for x or anything like that. Parentheses, you can't put them together, nothing. Exponents, I have one, but it's just on the x. Don't have to multiply, don't have to divide, just add like terms. Remember, these two are not like terms. 3x squared plus 2x. Then I add 3 and negative 4, it's negative 1. Simplified. Okay, now it's subtraction. F is going to be 2x plus 3. G is 3x squared minus 4. Parentheses, no. Exponents, yeah, just on x, so that's good. Multiplying, no. Dividing, no. Addition, there is now after I do that. These are not like terms. You keep the negative 3x squared and the 2x separate. Try to write them in that order. 3 plus 4 is 7. Division. F, 2x plus 3. G, 3x squared minus 4. Okay. So by now we should be getting the hang of that. On division, you don't really do much of anything. Exponent, yeah, on just the x. Multiply, no. I don't know how to divide that. And addition, no. Okay. Okay, the next little circle means an input operation. So I start with my f, 2x plus 3. Remove the x. And put the g into it, so 3x squared plus negative 4. Thinking of a Pemdas. Parentheses, I have them, but I can't put them together. I have a power, but it's just on the x. Can't do nothing there. Multiply. 6x squared plus negative 8. There's no dividing. Adding, we can add those two together. It's negative 5. Okay, input on this one would be starting with the g, so 3x squared plus negative 4. So that's what our g was on the other side of the paper. So 3 parentheses. Remember, the second power still goes here. Okay, so and then I input the f, which I know is 2x plus 3. Parentheses, yeah, but I can't add those. Exponents, yeah, actually I do, and it's not on just the x, it's on the entire expression, okay? So I need to go to simplify, get rid of the exponent. We need to double that and FOIL it. 2x times 2x, 2x times 3, 3 times 2x, and 3 times 3. It's 4x squared, 6x, 6x, and 9. So that is now 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. So I have my 3 still. Now make a parentheses, but now the second power is gone because now I have 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Then you have negative 4. Multiplication, yep. 12x squared plus 36x plus 27 plus negative 4. Division, I don't have that. Addition, yeah, you can add those two. So 12x squared plus 36x plus 23. And if there's a number, if I told you to input something over here, you just put the number in. All right, guys, hopefully that works.